This really happened. In Forest Hills, a neighborhood in Queens, New York City, a local McDonald's has spent months dealing with a recurring problem. Large groups of teenagers flooding the restaurant after school and turning the premises into a chaotic environment. The issue became so severe that the store implemented a strict afternoon entry ban and assigned one of its toughest employees to act as what locals now call McBouncer. The restaurant is located within walking distance of 3 public schools, including Queens Metropolitan High School, with a combined student population of roughly 2,000. As a result, the area experiences a sudden spike in foot traffic between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. when students leave school. For years, this particular McDonald's became an informal gathering spot where teens crowded inside, often overwhelming both staff and customers. According to police records, officers have already been called to this location 15 times this year for incidents involving assault, disorderly conduct, physical altercations, and property damage. One notable case occurred on May 21st, when a 24-year-old man reported being slapped across the face by an unknown individual, prompting an NYPD investigation. In response to the escalating problems, McDonald's staff member Claudia Zanabria, a 45-year-old stage 3 rectal cancer survivor, was tasked with controlling the entrance during peak hours. Considered the toughest employee at the restaurant, she now stands guard at the front door each day, enforcing the store's policy. No unaccompanied minors are allowed inside between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Adults may enter freely, but teens must either be accompanied or order online and receive their food outside. For 5 months, Zanabria has served as the literal gatekeeper of the store. Up to 20 teenagers regularly gather outside the locked entrance, often voicing frustration as they wait in the cold. The secondary entrance is barricaded from the inside with trash bins and high chairs, leaving only one controlled access point. Zanabria checks each teen's mobile order on their phone and hands out their food outdoors. If a teen demands entry without ordering, she denies access. According to her account, some teens push her, insult her, or attempt to force their way in. She never retaliates, she says, but she does call the police when necessary. By the time officers arrive, however, the teens involved in the disturbance have usually fled, leaving behind scattered chairs, spilled drinks, and damaged fixtures. The underlying cause of these repeated disturbances relates to the broader social dynamics of the area. While Forest Hills is generally viewed as a stable residential community, its cluster of schools creates an intense, short-term surge of teenage foot traffic. In New York City, commercial zones near schools often experience sudden crowding and rapid escalation of small conflicts into larger disturbances, an issue long recognized by local authorities. Citywide, teen-related incidents have risen modestly since 2023. Videos of chaotic gatherings frequently circulate on social media, sometimes encouraging copycat behavior. In response, several McDonald's locations across the city have adopted stricter policies, including ID checks and bans on unaccompanied minors. The Forest Hills ban is part of this broader trend. Teen reactions remain mixed. Some say the rule is unfair or unnecessary. Others simply endure the wait as they collect their online orders outside. But many adult customers applaud the policy. 64-year-old retired clerk Joseph Doria expressed relief, saying he no longer fears being struck or having objects thrown inside the restaurant. The issue is not isolated to Forest Hills. Earlier this year, on February 14th, a 14-year-old boy was fatally stabbed during a teen brawl inside a McDonald's in Sunnyside, another neighborhood in Queens. In Flatbush, a different McDonald's faced repeated disruptions when teens smoked marijuana inside and later smashed a glass door before attacking a security guard. That location eventually implemented mandatory ID checks at the entrance, measures that remain in place today. Compared with those more severe incidents, the Forest Hills store's McBouncer system may appear unconventional, but has successfully reduced in-store chaos. Though the burden on Zanabria is heavy, the approach has helped minimize police calls and restore some sense of order. Everyone understands this, but let me say it anyway. Don't try this yourself. P.S. I believe it's driven by group psychology, but I still hope these teens start thinking, at least a little, about their own future